super excited to have you guys on tonight to hear some information that we heard several years back, and it absolutely changed our lives. We had a friend of ours, a dietitian at the Heart Hospital here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. She invited us to come and hear some information that was being presented from a cardiologist here, and she knew that we were passionate about helping other people, passionate about health, and she said, you have to hear this. And I'll tell you, yes. I will openly admit that I went there a little bit skeptical because I didn't know what I was going to hear. And I also just really wanted to understand, you know, was there true science behind what they were going to share with us? The cool part about it, though, was we trusted our friend. We knew that she wouldn't just bring us any sort of product, that it really did have to be backed by science. So we were excited about it, but still, you know, a little bit nervous about the information. So what I would encourage you to do is just have an open mindset about this and really see where it fits in with your life, and thank the person that invited you to hear this, because it truly, truly did impact every single aspect of our life. And in a lot of ways, it was very unexpected. So at that point in our lives, Michelle was actually very sick. And we didn't know what was going on inside of her body, but over the course of time, over a 7-year period of time, it got worse and worse and worse. And as good as Western medicine is, they could rule out a lot of what it wasn't, but they could never pinpoint what it exactly was. And we actually moved to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, to be around her family, because we didn't know how long Michelle was going to be with us. And you know, we had this journey of, I guess, uncovering how we could impact our health in the most ways. And when this product line was integrated into our health strategy, it really turned things around. And here we sit today, 10 years later, with her health. And we're just so gracious about that. And then on the flip side, we were both working full time. We had 2 little kids. We had a lady living with us from Spain. Our plates were absolutely full.
Definition of no time.
Yeah, and we had no interest in really doing the business. But when we got passionate about the products and understood the science, we just naturally shared it with other people. And within a 9-month period of time, I was able to walk away from the corporate world and join Michelle doing this full time. So sit back, enjoy the information, put into the chat, you know, again, like what you hear that stands out to you, things that are of interest to you. We'd really like to hear about it as we talk to you guys tonight.
Yes. All right, we ready?
You can go for it.
Again, you guys, like he said, put things into the chat. You're just be really active there. We are all here to make a difference with one another. So we're just going to bring you back. And again, I know you already said it, but I can't say it enough. Thank the person that invited you here tonight. I literally thank God every single day that Nikki shared this information with us, because it has changed everything. So here we go, you guys. There was an ABC Primetime investigative report that was done. That ABC Primetime investigative report, that's what my girlfriend had shared with me. Yep. She said, Michelle, I know you're passionate about people, you're passionate about health, you're entrepreneurial, you've got to watch this ABC Primetime investigative report. So she sent me the link. So if you haven't seen this yet, reach out to the person that invited you tonight and say, hey, I got to see it. Tell me all about it. I heard this was really powerful. And yes, it is, because have you seen an ABC Primetime investigative report that has ever ended positive? I grew up watching the show, John Quinones, right? ABC Primetime Investigative Report. What do? They're like, we are here and we are going to expose you. We're going to shut you down. We're going to what? Let me ask you, if ABC came into your business right now, or your home, or your whatever, and said, we want to investigate you and we want to do this show on you, how would that feel? Well, the company and the scientist was like, bring it on. So how cool is that? So let that just sink into your soul tonight, that somebody is like, bring it on, because they knew what they had. With what they have is a product that we're going to talk about tonight that is the only product on the planet that we're aware of that lowers what's called oxidative stress. Oxidative stress, you guys, is, well, go check it out. Go Google what the heck is oxidative stress, and you are going to be blown away. And it's the only one on the planet that lowers it by an average of 40% in 30 days and up to 70% after 3 months. And this gentleman who had created this, he spent 40 years, you guys. He's the grandfather of free radical biology, and he knew what oxidative stress does to the body. He understood that. And he's like, I've got to find a way. If I find a way to do this, magic awesomeness is going to happen. So he started out with all these different compounds and none of it was working. And then these guys came to him and said, what about natural sides? And so he started doing that. And then bam, the magic happened. And here we have our flagship product, Protandim. So when you go through that and you find out oxidative stress, I can tell you that when Sean was sharing with my journey of my health, I was literally on a quest to do anything and everything. I was juicing, I was CrossFitting, I was eating clean, I went gluten-free and dairy-free, all the stuff. I thought that I knew what I could go out and do and, you know, things about the body, but I had no clue what oxidative stress was. So if you're in the chat, let us know. Have you heard of oxidative stress before? Because I hadn't. I spoke to a doctor in Colorado and I said, if oxidative stress is the root of all these things, why in the world don't they say oxidative stress when you go to it? We're going to lower your oxidative stress. He said, until Protandim came along, Michelle, all we would say is fruits and veggies. So let me just share what in the world oxidative stress is, you guys. So if you cut open an apple and it sits out on the counter, what happens to that apple? We all know it browns, right? Well, that's what oxidative stress is. It's on the inside of our body. It's our cells browning or rusting. Do we want that? We want clean, squeaky clean cells. We want to live a life of vitality. So how do we get that rusting? It comes from pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, GMOs. It comes from our cell phones, you know, up to our head and through our body. It comes from our computers that we are on. When we go to the gas pump and we breathe in the flames, it comes from the smog, all these different areas. So you have these things called free radicals. And you could probably go to the next slide because I think those are the free radicals, right? We've heard of those. You get a bunch of free radicals and it starts attacking. And then once you get a bunch of those, it leads to oxidative stress. And then it leads into things that we just don't want to be feeling. So oxidative stress, here's the things that it impacts. Your eyes, your heart, your skin, your kidney, your joints, your lungs, your brain, your immune system, your blood vessels, literally everything, you guys. So again, what is that? And you know, how do I learn more? There's a site called pubmed.gov. I had never heard of that prior to this either. PubMed.gov is the site of the National Institute of Health. It's the gold standard of medical research. So when you want to talk about why my girlfriend, the dietitian, and the cardiologist that shared it with her, and then another woman from the heart hospital that had started the dietitian program, and she'd been there for over 40 years, why would they come to us with complete conviction of what this product does? It's because the science is real. And it's on the branded product, not one of the ingredients, on the branded product, Protandim. So you can go into PubMed.gov and you can type in oxidative stress, and you can see hundreds of thousands of studies on that. Then you can go in and you can type in Protandim, Protandim, and you can see all the peer-reviewed and published studies. There's over 30 of them now, you guys. So it is really, really powerful. So like I was saying, until LifeVantage, that's what that doctor told me, there's no solution to lower that until here. So the crazy thing is, here are the ingredients, you guys. 5 plant botanicals. Turmeric, right? We know that is huge for inflammation. We actually have several US patents and international patents, and it shows that we lower inflammation. Do we want to lower inflammation in our bodies? Yes or yes? Yes, that's a good thing. Milk thistle, it's huge for liver detoxing. Green tea extract, bacopa, ashwagandha, brain calming, just so many huge benefits. So this man that created this, you guys, he put it into, it's a specific amount of each ingredient. So it's not just, I'm going to throw all these ingredients together and come up with this. It's like a cookie recipe. A little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this comes together, and in synergy increases the potency and the effectiveness of all these by 1,800%. So it's like turmeric on steroids, you guys. And here's different things. It's lots of science, you guys. You can take a picture of that and look at those. Those are big deals. But I really want to point out that glutathione. Glutathione is the mother of all antioxidants, you guys. Check that out. It's increased by 300%. And as far as we know, there's nothing else out there that does that. Big. All right. Here's what I was talking about. Fruits and veggies. They're called direct antioxidants. So when you're eating them, yes, it's very important to continue to eat a good diet. You want your nutrition to be clean and good and all of that, but it's not going to fight those free radicals, like one pill of Protandim a day turns on your body's own anti-aging enzymes that kills off those free radicals, not on a 1-to-1 ratio. Look at all that, you guys. 400 oranges a day, 500 cups of broccoli, and so on. When you take Protandim, it doesn't kill it off on a 1-to-1 ratio. Then you have to eat some more and kill it off and eat some more. You actually turn on, like I said, your body's own anti-aging enzymes, and it kills off those free radicals and 1,000,000 to 1 every second on the second. So the man that created this, we had a conversation, and he said, Michelle, here's how big this is. Imagine your house is on fire, and you take a Dixie cup of water and you throw it on the house fire. He said, what does that do for the house fire? Like, nothing. That's what it is when you are talking about free radicals and killing them off and oxidative stress. It's doing nothing. Nutrition, important. Continue to eat well. But with Protandim, he said it's like a fire hose in every single room of the house. And when I heard that, I'm like, oh my gosh, that makes me feel like I want to breathe better, because it's just putting the fire out in our bodies, you guys. Who wants that, right? We want that. So after that ABC Primetime Investigative Report aired, everybody that saw that, all the different scientists, I talked to some of them that actually saw that, and they said, we all started talking to each other, and all these people wanted to go out and do their own funded research. They came to the company and said, hey, we want to study it on this and this and this and this and this with their own dollar, you guys. How big is that? So look at this. Free radical biology and medicine, circulation through the American Heart Association. You guys, do you know that that's the premier cardiology journal of the world? And that's why I actually went outside of other things, because my dad died of a heart attack at the age of 42. And we started on these products really because I said, I don't want to have a heart attack like my dad did at the age of 42. So look at this. There's Harvard and Texas Tech and LSU and Colorado State. Take another picture, you guys. This is huge on their dollar. And if you don't think that we have enough validation of what we have, I love this because it's third party. It's not our company saying it. It's not me saying it. It's not you saying it. NBC, the Wall Street Journal, the Today Show, Dr. Phil, Donny Osmond was on Dr. Phil talking about it because he's been taking it for years. ABC News, I talked about the patents, you guys. We could just go on and on and on and on about these benefits. So here's something that I want you to really, really digest. Protandim turns on a pathway in the body called NRF2. It's a protein messenger in every single one of our cells. Well, look what Washington State University said about that. NRF2 activation, potentially the most extraordinary therapeutic and preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. Sorry, but I mean, truly, truly take that in. This information tonight, you guys, is not just information to be out selling, like this is just another thing. This is a breakthrough. And as far as we know, like we said, that there's not another, nutraceutical, pharmaceutical, anything out there that does what this does. The National Institute of Aging did a 10-year federally funded study also talking about lifespan. Check that out. It is mind-blowing. So we are the leaders in nutrigenomics. We are the leaders really in health. And it's so, so great. And I'm so proud of this company and everything that we had. So here's another lineup of the rest of our products, which we don't have a ton of time to talk about tonight because we want to respect your time. But there's other pathways in the body that we activate, these anti-aging pathways. Again, huge deals. NRF1, NAD. Have you heard of NAD? Oh, skin. NRF2 for the skin, right? Balancing out the inflammation. So many things. The lady that created it also created Strivectin. Have you heard of Strivectin? She also said that this is better. So there's clean hair care, you guys, clean skin care. It's on the Think Dirty app, super, super clean, very, very important for all of us. And I have to point out Axio super quick, because who wants better mind, better mood, better energy, better just feeling of a better mom and a wife and more focused? Axio is brain food. It turns on those neurotransmitters in your brain where you just feel so, this is what I'm drinking actually, right here, right before we're like, let's go get our Axio. So anyway, we've got it for the pets. And then this, do you want to say something real quick about the body line?
Yeah. So the body line's coming out here, launches June 2021. And I love the fact that we've organically grown the product line from that flagship product NRF2. And this is really about unlocking that pharmacy inside of our body.
Yes.
I tell people all the time, if you think about kids and how their body recovers compared to as we age, how our bodies recover. And nobody, I don't think, would tell me, if one of my daughters who are 14 and 16, if they break their arm today and I break my arm, whose body's going to heal the arm faster, right? The kids.
Right.
And it's just because their bodies work better. They have less stressors on there. And this is just turning back the clock to unlock that pharmacy on the body to get it to do what it's designed to do. So, when you start to understand the science of these products, to me, it's a no-brainer. You're going to integrate the flagship product, Protandim Nrf2, into your health strategy. It's just a matter of what you're going to take it with and how you're going to take it. If you're looking for heart health, or you're looking for gut health, you're looking for skin health, there's so many different avenues with these lines that you can take. So get back with the person that introduced this to you and just tell them, what's going on and how you would like to get your Protandim Nrf2. That body care line, though, that's going to launch in June is absolutely extraordinary. And it's another set of products, a lot of which people are already using products within there. But I do challenge you, this is compare it to what you're currently using, and you're going to be blown away at how much better this is and how much less toxic it is on your body.
That's eye-awakening. Yes. So you guys, again, just for me, when these other products came, it's so exciting because we know how the science and how devoted they are to just every single thing being so powerful for the body. So literally everything there, I'm looking at all of it. I'm like, they need to know about the Nerf 2 for dogs. They need to see what my friend's dog just, started walking down the stairs differently than us. And they need to know about daily wellness. You take that within 2 hours, your immune system is increased. I mean, it's just powerful. So again, take a screenshot of this, you guys, and know, like, I'm obsessed with that skin system. So just, it's all insane.
I love it. So again, I think it's a no-brainer. You're going to integrate the products into your health strategy, just a matter of how you're going to do it. With our business, there's a big group of just consumers, people that see value in the products, integrated it into their health strategy. But there's also the business opportunity. And when we saw this, we weren't looking for another business. I worked full-time. Michelle worked full-time. Again, 2 little kids, our plates were full. But I was in my mid-30s when I first heard this information. I was truly trying to find a way out of the corporate environment. I worked with one of the largest banking systems in the world. I did corporate treasury with them. I moved anywhere from $4 billion to $40 billion around the world every single day. The last 3 years that I was there, I managed the defaulted student loan portfolio of about $750 million. And the higher I climbed that corporate ladder, the more time that they wanted me to be there, the less time I was with my family. And I wasn't the dad I should have been. I wasn't the husband I should have been, because I was spending the best hours of my day getting beat up all day long. And I was on the road a ton. And I was missing my kids growing up. And I'll never, ever forget one time when I came back home for a weekend to spend a short bit of time with my family. I was getting ready to get back to the airport, get on a plane and leave again. And my oldest daughter, she was probably about 5 at the time, she pulled on my shorts and looked up to me and she said, "Dad, don't go back." And it literally ripped my heart out, because I didn't feel like I had an option, right? I had to go back. And as we age, sometimes, we wake up someday and we look in the mirror and it's like, I thought I would be in a different place now than I am. But I can tell you all day long, if you don't do something different, you're not going to get change. And that's what I loved about this. Even though we were kind of open-mindedly skeptical about this, we were sharing it with other people. And our joke was, if we're successful network marketers, we're going to get a $20 check. We'll go get a bottle of wine and a Redbox movie and celebrate. But the reality is that this profession, when it's done right with the right people and the right products, it's one of the most extraordinary ways to do business. And the barrier to entry is so low compared to anything else that we've ever done. Our online business that we had was great. We loved it. But I can tell you that we used to spend in the Christmas months, like starting October and through January, those holiday months, just our Google advertising budget was about $25,000 a month on a $20 product. So it takes a lot of selling to just break even when you're doing stuff like that. So when I looked at this, I found it hard to believe that you could have your hands on a multi-million-dollar business for such a low entry point. Yeah. And I think now more than ever, people are really, really wanting to experience this laptop lifestyle. And everything that happened in the world the last year and a half we've realized that some of the things that we thought were really safe and secure might not be. And so when you have that adaptability in the marketplace to do things on your terms, it's really, really important. In addition, I think one of the attractions to this business is everything is really taken care of on the back end by the company, right? You don't have to worry about the website. You get your own replicated website that's absolutely extraordinary. You don't have to worry about the reporting and the taxes and, you know, hiring and all of those headaches that come with traditional businesses. This is really about networks of customers and networks of distributors sharing through their pipeline products that you're going to fall in love with. And when I look at the business environment, you know, I used to do some portfolio management when I had my security licenses. One of the things that we looked at was, where are you on that S curve as far as adaptation into the commonplace? Does the average man know about it? It was actually called the average man theory. And if you can learn information before the average man knows about something, or I guess average person, you set yourself up for real potential. And as it goes up that curve, the average person starts to find out about it and it becomes less valuable information. And so I was sitting there thinking about this and I was like, okay, well, where are we really with this development of people knowing about NRF2? Well, the reality is, even now in 2021, the average person doesn't. You could go out, ask 100 random people if they know about the pathway NRF2, and you'd be lucky to find one. But I don't think down the road that it's going to be a matter of if people are upregulating and downregulating genes inside of their body. It's going to be a question of how are you doing it. And our company has such a head start with our science and our product line that we have a huge advantage of other companies into this space of nutrigenomics. And the other thing that I look at is, in the business world, where does this fit in? Where is it on that S curve? And again, does the average person know about something like this? Well, if you look at one of the biggest disruptions in business that has happened in the last century, outside of probably manufacturing and just getting into, you know, where people went from the farm to the manufacturing world, it's really been the change of getting away from brick and mortar into the online environment that goes direct to consumers. And the biggest disruptor has probably been Amazon, right? If we're realistic about it, the average person knows about Amazon. They buy things, if not daily, weekly, or monthly, right? But what is Amazon? And Amazon simply is a giant set of distribution centers that ship product directly from the distribution center to somebody's house. And that's exactly what we do here, only our specialty is in the nutrigenomics realm. So think about that. If you can combine two of those things where it's cutting edge science on health products, where more people than ever before are looking for ways to be proactive in their health strategies instead of reactive. They don't want to do it through prescriptions or drugs. They want to do it naturally and combine it with this type of business model, getting more and more traction every day. It's just such a great opportunity for people that want something a little bit different. And it could be in addition to what you're currently doing, or like me and Michelle, it could be to replace what you are currently doing to really blow this up and share it with other people. So we used to be only in a few countries. You can see now that it's really expanded globally as well too. And I promise you, there's going to be more countries opening up on the horizon as well too. So we're super excited about the international expansion as well too, because the world is really connected right now.
I'm always like looking at this. It brings me back to when we first started. There was just a couple of countries, like you said, and now all these countries. And yes, you guys, you can go anywhere and build and share this information with all these different countries, and everything's the same for you, you know, as far as sharing that information. And then the same thing with the science. There were 7 studies in PubMed when we first got started. Now there's over 30. It's just so powerful.
It's growing. Okay, so let's go back to the comment I made earlier that I didn't think that you could make real money doing this. We didn't have this earnings disclosure that's on the screen right now when we first started. The company was so new, they didn't really know by rank what somebody was going to make. And if you can look at that third column, it says the average monthly commissions at paid rank. And so on the left-hand column, it has the ranks going from distributor and Pro 1 all the way to executive master Pro 10. And that third column is really what I want to highlight here, because that's what the average person at each one of those ranks is making in a month. So Pro 3, $581. You guys, I know for a fact that most bankruptcies could be avoided with an extra couple $100s a month. When I did the litigation and the collection activity in student loans, that was a fact that 80% of all bankruptcies could be avoided with an extra couple $100s a month. And, you know, I think especially in these times right now where there's a lot of people that are hurting or doing different things, or maybe not as much as what they used to, that extra couple hundreds could be the difference. Yeah. And I also think about this as well too, because if it isn't you, I promise you that you have friends or family that are going to bed tonight wondering how they're going to make it through the rest of the month. That's just a fact in the environment that we're in right now. Yeah. You know, going outside of that part-time income, that, you know, a couple $100s a month, look at the rank of Premier Pro 5, just under $3,000 a month. How big of a deal is that? Especially with like the baby boomers, people that are coming up to retirement age, and it looks very different than 30 or 40 years ago when they first started working, where there used to be a lot of pensions and a lot of, you know, you work for us, we'll take care of you in the golden years, right? That doesn't exist really anymore. And the fact of the matter is Social Security doesn't cover the difference. And usually they haven't saved enough money in the retirement accounts to live the same lifestyle that they're currently living. So what are their choices? The choices typically are continue to work longer or live off of less money. So if we could roadmap out for you a simple, duplicatable system that you could plug into regardless what your level of education is, your prior experience, your work history, any of that, but a simple system you could plug into to earn an extra couple $1,000s a month, there's a lot of people that's beneficial for.
Yes, I mean, we had never done anything like this before, you guys. So when people say, can I do this? We knew nothing about how to build a business like this. All we had was a passion and a desire to help people. Yeah. And we saw that that was for real. We started sharing and sharing. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And then we had a team saying, we are here to help you. And so I said, okay, so if I get, you know, my friend, then Nikki, you can talk to, you know, help, you know, talk about this information. Like, yes, it's a teamwork environment, you guys.
Yeah. And like she said, we had no experience in network marketing. We didn't know the first thing about nutrigenomics, but what we did know in the business world is this: if somebody else has done something, we can generate the same results 100%. If there's a roadmap for us to do it. And that's what we did, is we plugged in with people who had been in this profession for decades, knew the ins and outs of how to do it. And then we also locked arms with other people that could complement the skill sets that maybe we weren't great at the time.
We still do
and
that.
Right now I'm showing you the Elite Pro 7 rank, which is over $12,000 a month on average at the Pro 7 rank. That is income replacing money for almost every American household, right? And the reality for us coming in with no experience, and I'm not saying this to brag about anything that we've done, but I want to paint the picture that if we could do it with no experience, you can do it too if you desire to do that, is we hit the rank of Pro 7 in 12 months. We hit the rank of Pro 7 in 12 months after we started the business. We hit the rank of Pro 8 12 months after that. And 12 months after that, we actually had 2 business positions that were at the Pro 8 level. We currently have one at Pro 9, one at Pro 8, one at Pro 7. And again, I'm not saying that to brag about anything that we've done. I want to highlight to you that if it was possible for us with no experience, no background in it, it's definitely possible for you.
Yes.
So I think the question that I sat back, it was twofold. First, can I do this? And the fact of the matter is, we've gone over this a little bit, but there is a system in place that you can plug into that you absolutely can do this. And again, on the back end, you're going to have customer distributor support. We've got this amazing mobile app now with artificial intelligence. Amazing. You can build your business from the phone or a computer or laptop. Skill set, mindset, leadership development is huge in our industry. And we love to be, you know, passionate about helping people just be better people.
Yes.
And we've got, you know, the marketing aspects and all of these private support communities as well too. So you do not do this business alone. When I was in the corporate world, I always tried to keep a little bit secret why I was good at what I did, because the next raise or the next promotion, if I could separate myself out from my peers, I was going to get that promotion or raise. With this, success is derived off of helping other people be successful. So the more people that you can impact and help have success, the more success in turn you have. And that's how life should be lived.
It is the greatest blessing, you guys. We say outside of our God and family, this is the absolute greatest blessing. Not only does everybody on the planet deserve these products, they deserve to know about this. But I also, you know, when you were talking and sharing about the business side, just so you guys know, like, it was for me, it was like, oh, the products, everybody's got to get the products. And then I had this aha moment of, well, if I want to get the products out to so many more people, we need more of the, passionate people, sharing this information. But then I also had another aha moment in my journey early on. It was a moment of, oh my gosh, people are on their knees praying. And I had a friend tell me, who I went and shared it with her because I knew she had different things going on in her life, the product. But then, I said, this may or may not be for you. And the same thing tonight for you guys. This may or may not be for you. Like Sean said, the products are for everybody, but this business might not be for you. And that's okay. But I shared that with her. And then she had heard me talking about the business side and us saying people are on their knees praying for this, because I had that, God moment. And she said, Michelle, I want you to know that I was one of those people. And this is a friend that I've known since high school. I was on my knees praying for this. And I just, was a crybaby. So we have to make sure that everybody knows everything.
Yeah. And the other thing that I was asking myself when we first got started was, what if? Mm-hmm. What if the information that I was hearing about was even half true?
Yes.
Like it was game-changing information. And if I sat on the sideline with that knowledge and didn't act on it, I would be kicking myself 3 or 4 years later when I saw other people having success sharing it.
Yes.
And so I thought to myself, and as we dialogued about whether we were going to do it or not, it was a no-brainer. We were going to do the business for the simple fact that even if we didn't get off the starting line, we were prepaying for product that we were going to already take and get a discount for doing it. Mm-hmm. And so on the screen right now, I have 3 different packs that you could get in on the distributor side. And again, we're cognizant the business isn't for everybody. Integrate Protandim Nrf2 with how it fits in with your life. But if you're thinking about the business or other people that need to hear about this, or you have that burning what if, or I want something different, really think about doing this business. And there's 3 different packs. The silver pack's $350, the gold pack $650, platinum pack is $1,250. If you want the ultimate experience with the product lines, I would suggest that platinum pack. And again, even if you don't get off the starting line with the business, I'm sure your accountant would tell you there's benefits of having a home-based business for tax deductions, and you're getting a discount, huge discount on products that you're already going to integrate into your health strategy.
And you will become obsessed like we are with the products.
You will. So do us a favor. Thank you for tuning in tonight, but get back with the person that introduced this to you. You're going to fall into a couple different categories. Number 1, you want to integrate the products into your health strategy. Number 2, you've got a couple questions about it. Or number 3, you not only want to integrate the products into your health strategy, but you want to lock arms and share this with people around the world.
Yeah. And something while you were talking too is in some of these different decisions, sometimes we get in our head. Yeah. And so I just want you guys, as you're out there processing this information, trust your gut, trust your intuition. That's the only thing really. I mean, I dug in, I tried to disprove everything on the product side, because we say everything in life is our name, right? If we're going to be out sharing something with somebody, it better be that and then some. And you guys, it is the product and the business. We are on the NASDAQ. You guys, we are on the NASDAQ. It's transparent on the business. It's transparent on the product side. The people of this company are difference makers. They are truly about helping one another live the life that they dream to live. And that is however it is for the person. Every single person matters, and everybody's goals are different, and everybody's goals are important. And that is our passion and mission, is to help people get to where they want. So what I had in the very beginning was intuition of, this is for real. And my belief grew and our belief grew. And now it's just like, holy cow, we are just as excited about the products as we are the business. And there are around 80,000 distributors globally. So we live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which has 200,000 people in it, you guys. So that if it's half of the people in if half of the people in Sioux Falls we're doing, that leaves the rest of the state, that leaves the rest of the country, that leaves the rest of the world. So that's how early we are in all this. So thank you guys so much. Like Sean said, get back to the person that invited you. We are so happy to be here with you tonight, and we're here with anything that you need. Okay.
All right, you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Good night.